Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tom over at TFC MMA, and as you can see, we got an awesome guest with us here today. We got Stephen Ocho Peterson. How you doing, Stephen?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. You obviously got a big fight coming up next month, March 25th, in San Antonio against Lucas Alexander. How's camp going for you?
Man, it's going great. Business as usual, really. Like life's a training camp. I'm always in the gym. I'm always training, always coaching. So it's business as usual, and I got a good opponent ahead of me, and I can't wait to get back to work.
I love that, man. Love that. I know you mentioned always training, coaching. How's things been at Fortis as of late? You guys have kind of blew up this last couple of years. A lot of big stars coming out of your gym. Obviously, Ryan Spann has a big fight next week. Jeff Neal the week after that. So, how's things been at the gym as of late? Have they boomed a lot inside?
Man, it's always been pretty busy, honestly. Shoot, we have 20 guys in the UFC, and we just continue to keep growing. I'm building the amateur program. These guys coming in, and we had, I believe, 5 guys fight Friday night, and we had 23 students compete in the IKF Point Muay Thai tournament yesterday. So just always working, always improving, and yeah, it's booming. It's hard to keep track of all the competitions coming up, but somehow we manage.
That's awesome, man. Love to hear that. That's cool that you, as a guy who's been around the block in Bellator, LFA, now in the UFC, that you're kind of helping mentor those amateur guys. So that's really awesome. I'm sure for their growth, and I'm sure you've been in it for a while, but I hear from a lot of guys who have been fighting for forever that they're still always learning.
Man, martial arts is constant learning journey. Like you never stop learning in this sport, and especially when you start coaching, then you're able to dissect techniques even deeper and have a better understanding of why we do certain things. And I feel like it's helped my game tenfold.
That's awesome, man. I know you said you kind of train year round, always in the gym, but you got this fight coming up March 25th. How far out do you usually start a camp before the fight day? I know some guys are 4 weeks, 8 weeks. What's kind of ideal for you?
Man, I really don't even call it like a camp. It's like I'm always training, but normally I'm throttling, and then I'd say about 6 weeks out from a fight, we start pushing it down, and then say 4 weeks out. So I'm 5 weeks out, and I keep pushing it, hammer, and then pedal to the metal about 2 weeks out, a week out, and then let off. So that's kind of how we run camp. But I'm always in the gym. It's just intensity gets a little bit higher when a fight's getting closer.
Yeah, I get you 100%. So you obviously had two super impressive victories, and then myself and many other people think you should be riding a three-fight win streak going in to this fight. Is there any pressure on you from your own mentality that makes you want to go in there and just get a finish now every time after something that happened in that last fight?
Man, I'm always fighting to finish. Always trying to finish these guys. It's one of those things where I feel like if you just focus on the finish, it's not going to come. So you just got to go in there, be in the moment, and just do what you're trained to do. That's this all we train like to fight. And a lot of guys they get in there and they're just super tense and they're so focused on the outcome, but they're not in the moment. They're not really present. So just being present minded, focusing on being in the moment, and the finish comes. So I'm very confident that I'll be able to finish Lucas Alexander. It's just I'm not focused on that. I'm well prepared to do so, but when I'm in there, it's just about going in there and doing what I'm trying to do.
Perfect, man. Love that. Love that. I know I spoke to you a couple weeks ago. We were kind of on a Twitter space and everyone was kind of debating. And I've talked to several different fighters on this matter. We were just talking about your last close fight. Is there a way? What ways do you think that the judging could evolve? A lot of people think the 10-point must system in MMA is rather archaic and shouldn't be used. So, is there a way you think that would work better to kind of fit the sport of MMA better?
Yeah, the 10-point must system's got to go, man. Every single martial arts that we practice besides boxing has a scoring system. So in wrestling, you take somebody down, you get 2 points. You get up, you get a point. Jiu-jitsu, you pass the guard, you get points. You mount, you get points. I think when you hit, you should get points. Sorry about that. I
No,
think
you're all good.
when you hit the guy, you should get points. So it should be some sort of actual scoring system rather than, oh, I think this guy won the round, so he gets 10 points, and then this guy gets 9 points. Like, new fans to the sport don't even know what that means. They're like, well, how did he get 10 points? And trying to explain that is like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't make sense. So the only way to do it is to base it off of statistics and give each stat scoring criteria. So each punch could equal a point, kick could equal a point, takedown equal 2 points. However you want to, delegate those actual points, it should be added up at the end of the round rather than 10 to 9. It should be this many points to this many points. And then you either score round by round or you score the fight as a whole. But regardless, the 10-point must system should go.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because there's so much discretion in it as well. There are rounds we see where we say that has to be a 10-8 round, and it's not. And then other ones where you were kind of borderline. This guy definitely won, but it wasn't a huge dominance, and then they get a 10-8 from it. So there's so much inconsistency. Like we've heard in the last 2 years that you're only going to get awarded on your grappling if it's effective and if you do stuff with it. But then you see like in the Makhachev and Volkanovski fight where Islam got him down, didn't do anything with it, still won the round. So I feel like there's so much inconsistency with it. And that's kind of what really kills it.
Yeah, it's too subjective. We got to take the subjectivity out of it, take the, opinion out of it. And we should know exactly what we're being scored on. Not like we have no idea, really. We go in there and I feel like I won a round and the judges feel otherwise. And what is that judge? One judge might be looking for one thing and another judge is looking for something else. There's no consistency there. So yeah, taking the human opinion out of it would go far for this sport. I think it would make us a lot more mainstream and streamline the scoring system. Just make it points. Just make it points like every martial arts. This is mixed martial arts. So mix all the scoring systems together as one.
Yeah, 100%. I've asked a lot of athletes this. What's your thoughts on open scoring? Do you think that would be beneficial or do you think it would cause more problems than it would help?
Yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to see our scores. Just reverting back to martial arts competitions, you can look over at the table and see the scoreboard. You're able to see, oh, I got 2 points. I can just maintain top position. And the guy on bottom, oh shit, he's got 2 points on me. I got to get up. I got to do something with. I got to sweep. I got to work here. So, yeah, it'll make the fights a lot more. I think more competitive because if you're down on the scorecards, you'll know you're down on the scorecards and you'll fight a lot harder.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. But thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. Really excited to see your next fight. Anything you'd love to say to any of the Steve Peterson fans out there?
Yeah, man. Thanks for supporting me. It's been a long journey and we're just getting started, man. So I got a lot coming for you guys. Look forward to my fight March 25th. It's going down at San Antonio. We're going to bring down the house. And May 27th, May 28th, check it out. The Memorial Weekend Fight Festival. It's going to be the first annual Memorial Weekend Fight Festival at the Epic in Grand Prairie. We're going to have the IKF Point Muay Thai tournaments. We're going to have full contact MMA, full contact Muay Thai, and we'll have a big documentary red carpet premiere that I've been working on for quite some time now. So really looking forward to that. And I just met the mayor of Grand Prairie, and he's pretty excited about it as well. So got a lot of people, behind this event, and it's going to be big.
Perfect, man. I'd love to hear that. Love to see all the moves you guys are making down at Fortiss MMA. Obviously awarded Gym of the Year by several media outlets. So real excited to see what 2023 brings for you guys, and have a great rest of your weekend. All right, Steve?
Yeah, I appreciate it, Tom. Have a good one.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
Later.
Later.